You probably know I loves me some Mega Man. In fact, I'm taking a break from editing my Mega Man 10 review to talk about this obscure game, the Krion Conquest. Now, why am I talking about this obscure NES game that you probably never heard of? Well, I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, remind you of anything? That's right, unlike Darkwing Duck or Bucky O'Hare, which borrow from Mega Man, the Krion Conquest outright rips it off. Enemies, weapons, even the running and death animations are taken right from Mega Man. But when you think about it, yeah, Darkwing Duck ripped off Mega Man 2, but that was also made by Capcom, so no harm done there. Besides, Darkwing Duck kicks ass, and the Krion Conquest does not. But it's not like it had to. There are actually a couple of neat twists to the Mega Man formula here. The game is completely linear, so no stage select. But this means you start with every weapon right away. Another neat thing is they don't take any energy to use, so if you gotta use a weapon, switch to it and have at it. But this means you'd better get used to using your rush jet broom all the time. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. You can duck and shoot up. How does that stick in your craw, Dr. Light? Why again was it so hard to engineer ducking? The story is really entertaining in that, well, at least they're trying kind of way. Boot up the game and you're treated to an extremely long introduction, talking about a robot empire descending on the Earth and other stuff, and I don't know, it really drags on. What's strange is while they're talking about war and conflict, they just show a busy, picturesque city at night. Doesn't look like a whole lot of wars going on to me. Oh god, is this still going? Alright, fast forward. Alright, stop. Okay, so after that, there's a neat cutscene of some anime chick running away from some anime robots. Then everything turns all chibi and a witch appears. Aw, ain't she cute? And then that's it. Pretty bad. Near as I can tell, this is all the story we get. I don't know if there's any more cutscenes because I could never really get very far in the Krion Conquest. The main problem is this game is really hard, and really hard for 3 reasons. 1, no checkpoints. Each level has 3 stages, but when you die, you start back at the beginning of the stages, and you will die a lot because 2, the controls suck. It's always hard to describe bad controls, but keep in mind, it might look like Mega Man, but it sure as hell doesn't play like Mega Man. Your jump abruptly stops if you fire in midair, unless you do it just right, so jumping and shooting never really feel right. It doesn't help that there's tons of shit always attacking you, but you're stunned when you're hit, which screws up your jumping and movement even more. Also, you can't jump when you're on your rush jet broom, or yeah, you just plummet. And that's a big problem since you use that thing all the time. Lastly, number 3, here's the deal breaker. No continues, not even passwords. If you run out of lives, it's back to the very beginning. This is like game design 101. If your game is really hard, have a fucking continue. Apparently the import version has continues. So what, they willfully took that feature out? Why? To make an already super hard game nearly impossible? Well, there you have it, folks. Legitimate proof the game designers were idiots. If you're a hardcore retro fan on the hunt for a super challenging game to play until we win, the Krion Conquest is your new summit. But personally, I don't have time for games like this, and I doubt most of you do either. Deeply flawed, but interesting for how it shamelessly rips off Mega Man. I'll see you on the next. Yay, Quickie!